in Portland. Blazers and Thunder and Damian Lillard. My goodness, 34 points in the first half. Sets the franchise record for points in a half of a playoff game, and they lead by one, trying to close out the Thunder 61-60. American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson with Kenny, Shaq, and Charles. American Express teammates. We're going to make Dame your teammate on this one, Charles, because you have the record for points in a first half in a playoff game with 38 against Golden State.
Well, Chris Webber pissed me off when he made that Nike commercial.
I know, you had 56 that night.
He dunked on me and made a commercial, see Webb, and I had to give you a little reminder. I'm Chuck Barkley.
Oh, you had to.
You know who I am.
But Dame Lillard with 34, and he has 34.
Pass the ball.
Pass the
Man,
ball.
listen, tell him I was on fire.
Well,
when you're on fire like that, what you got to do?
I wish you would have had 40. You'd be like, hey, I tried to get 40.
Chris made that Nike commercial, and I had to send him a little message. Don't be making fun of me in no commercial, see Webb.
Well, you got a breakdown of Dame Lillard in the first half. Lot to see.
Before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And for the last 2 years, he has failed. He's been knocked out in the first round last 2 years. Listen, this is a closeout game. He's saying, give me the ball, let me go to work. And I like his game. Usually when I watch him play, it's all that. It's all threes, all jumpers. But he's mixing up right there. Put his head down, knock the defender off, pull up right here, doing all the little stuff. You can get easy points like this, then you will have 34.
Going around them like they're not there.
The only thing I'm nervous about, because when you have a hot first half, it's three things that are left to do. You can have more than 34 in the second half, you can have less, or you can have the same. So if he can get 68 tonight, or if he can get 70, he can get 80.
Great announcement.
No, listen.
Yeah, more. You can have less.
It's true. You got 34 in the first half.
Okay, he got 34.
Okay, if he does the
more,
same,
that's what I'm saying.
I know.
If he does the same, he'll end up at 68. If he get more than 34 in the second half, he'll have 78.
Right. Has anybody ever had that in the history of basketball?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Three things can happen. You can get more, get less, or stay the same. All right.
He can end up 40, 50, 60, 70, or 80.
And he's done that while C.J. McCollum has had 2 points and 3 fouls in the first half.
CJ is the reason why I think he took more shots as well, because if you looked at everyone, maybe with the exception of Cantor, everyone else on the team is about where that shot load is at.
Right.
Overall, though, the one thing I was looking at is, you went on that side. Paul George has been very efficient. I've been saying now, bring him into the game.
No, I'm good.
And I thought he was bringing him.
There was Chuck's chance.
You could have got me, Chuck. Chuck, you would have won. Because I sure wasn't looking that way.
Chuck.
I sure was.
I'm going to get you soon, Kenneth.
Oh, well, anyway, Paul George, I was like saying, the one thing that he has to do is take advantage of his size and his athleticism. And he really hadn't. I don't know if it was because he was hurt. It's 3 things could have happened, Ernie. He could have been hurt, he wasn't hurt, or he could stay the same. One of the 3. But Paul George had to do something. He had something different. So right here in the post, freeze it here. I want him to take. You have McCollum on you. He's a smaller guard. You don't have to make any moves. The defense is ready. Just rise up over him, take that shot. So now you're just putting pressure on the defense without taking a dribble, without taking a shot, without using your dribbles or using your dribbles. But now, if you freeze it. You know what, Ernie? First time in the playoffs, I'm going in the screen. Oh, yes, and I'm here in the great city of Portland, Oregon. And hey, Billy, man, I'm playoff Ken. This playoff P over there. We got to get him off. We got to figure out a way to go. Because, look, over here, they're putting this wall. They're playing a wall, so make sure our guy Paul George doesn't get off. And they got a defensive player here. So all of a sudden it looks like a 3-2 zone. But then he has the creativity. Tell him to go away from the pick. Don't always come to the traffic. Go away from the traffic. Score the basketball. Get us going. Be aggressive, because this is a do-or-die game. Get me out of here. Go ahead, get me out of here. Buckets! Buckets!
I wondered if you had thrown your mic away.
No, I was getting my stuff over here, Ernie.
Excellent shoe game tonight, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
Oh, this is just. I had to bring this from. I had to brought this from Portland.
That's cologne from Portland.
That's the Ron Sloy, really
There you go.
tan.
Ernie, he said to
Portland
give this to you, Ernest.
Yeah.
This is for you.
He sent us a bunch of this earlier this year.
It's the really tan Ken.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that
Really
stuff
tan
stinks.
Portland Ken.
That stuff
Cologne.
stinks.
How's it smell?
That's
Hey, what? One thing about that.
Ernie? Oh, you ain't gonna want to smell that.
Hey, one thing about that.
Smell like potpourri.
I know.
Potpourri. Potpourri. Oh, my God. Potpourri. Potpourri.
No potpourri.
Hey, you can never
Black
rob.
people say potpourri.
You can never rob a bank. They'll smell you before they see you.
Oh, my God.
Only
Hey.
two things can happen now. We can either stay here or we can go to break. We're going to go to break. Back with more on the American Express halftime report. Oh!
That
Look
go
at
really
this.
tan kid.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That tie. I like that yellow.
Got that,
I like that.
Bumblebee, big bird yellow suit on. I like
I
that.
like that. That nice little green in that tie.
Ron sent us a message, so I'll share that with you
I
guys
don't
later.
believe you laughed at my analysis. Out of all people, I thought you would understand.
You can do three things. More, less,
than
or the
34,
same.
more or less.
I know.
34 or the same.
And that's why I was laughing about it. What are they doing to you, Jet?
They're
I
Alex.
like your eyewear.
I do too.
What they say getting ready for a science experiment?
A what?
He say look like kid is getting ready.
A what?
That's what it meant.
Welcome to the
Well, if you've been watching this one start to finish,
You got nothing else?
we may send you a T-shirt. Joel Embiid has 15 in the first half.
Promise you we'll be funny in between.
It's a 60-31 game on TNT. Meantime, on NBA TV.
Oh, turn over there.
Kawhi Leonard's had 27 in this one.
If you watching that game and this game, you really got no life.
Oh, this one is 107-75
And it's not that close.
with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
All ready?
Elimination games,
Y'all ready?
and Toronto and Philadelphia are both
Here we go.
taking
Hey,
advantage.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, okay, cool.
No, they're not saying that.
Yo, they are.
Yeah, they said.
Oh, they said it.
Man,
No, they're
live.
going to play hard in the city.
It's the American Express halftime report. Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie
Good thing
Johnson.
about it, they're in New York. They got 2 airports. They can fly to a good place.
Shaq and Kenny and Chuck are here.
Philly.
I do not remember seeing 2 games going on at the same time.
That was this bad.
One was 31-7 at one point in the first quarter. The other was 30-8. Both Toronto and Philly had 24-point first quarter leads tonight. And wow. I'm going to guarantee you, though, something.
What's that?
The 2 later games are both going to be better.
Oh, there you
I agree with that. You know, Ernie, but
San
Ernie,
Antonio, Denver, and
But you know what
Portland,
you're seeing?
OKC.
You're seeing veteran teams who watch the other teams. Because, like, when you get now, you're like, the first round of playoffs, there's just going to be a lot of mismatches. There's a couple great series, but most of them going to be mismatches. But now you're starting to see Philly watch Boston, Milwaukee, Toronto. Toronto watch those teams. Let's get this thing over with as many games as quick as possible.
Okay, so I'm going to flip a coin, or pretend I'm flipping a coin. You've got Brooklyn offense. You've got Embiid. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Embiid is 6 for 15, on pace for 30 points, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. Roll the tape. When you're the big guy, when you're the main guy, you say, Keyshawn Johnson style, give me the damn ball and move out the way. I'm home, I'm in Philly. There was talk about me not playing. Forget that. I'm playing and I'm going to work. I don't care about your little Jared Dudley, the double. This is what he has to do. And guess what? They got 40 points in the paint. Me and Chuck talk about this guy all year. Stop shooting them ugly jumpers and get your butt in the paint.
Yep.
And here's my favorite player. You rang. Get him the ball. You're too little. You rang. 2 points when you rang. Philly bigs are dominating. My second favorite player in the NBA is you rang.
And your favorite is?
Steph Curry, because he makes it look so Staffordless.
Okay, you got this. This shouldn't take long. This is Brooklyn offense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, pressure.
Because they have 31 points
Right.
in the first half, and
Pressure
Philly had 32
And
in the
I think I
first
said
quarter.
this in the NCAA at one time. The only difference between an average player and a good player and a good player, a great player, is their decisions. Is when you make your decisions alleviates the pressure. So,
Oh, go Shaq!
I don't know.
You talking about you don't know. You
Twice this week, Shaq.
Can you beat anybody?
He has not gone in he hasn't gone in a month.
It's up to you, Chuck, to make it a hat trick.
Come on,
Dude can't
Chuck.
beat anybody.
Come on, Chuck. You got to beat him
I
tomorrow.
feel like Brooklyn right now, and I can't beat anybody. But I'm going to tell you what, this is what I'm talking about in terms of pressure, being able to make the correct play. So here, you have the offense and you're running your offense. You're moving the ball, you start to get switches. So now, freeze it. So now, if you look at Jimmy Butler, everything is going this way. This side of the floor is wide open. You can create spots. Ben is over here. Simmons is too high. But your decision takes you into the traffic. Freeze it here.
Shoot the ball.
This is a shot. Thank you.
Shoot the ball.
A shot. Decision. Make your shot. He doesn't take it. Now he gets in trouble. You get a turnover. Off to the races. Again, you have the mismatch you want. Dinwiddie, freeze it here.
Shoot the ball.
That's a shot. You have to shoot it. Decisions. You don't take the shot because of the pressure. You become tentative. Now you want to create something out of nothing. Ben Simmons comes down. You get in here. You take a tough shot. Air ball. Oh, we're off to the races again. Doesn't count. Again, last thing in, D'Angelo Russell. He gets into the area of the floor. He finds Dinwiddie. Freeze it here. That's a shot. Hand down what?
Man down.
Thank you, Mark Jackson. So now he doesn't want to take it. He goes in here. Now the defense is set again. And all of a sudden, the pressure of making a bad decision. I got to work on my start. I got to work on my start.
Brooklyn
And you finished
Doesn't
too.
make you bad.
Brooklyn was
I need to see that replay. I need to see that replay.
We'll
Hey,
see.
Shaq, you got to work on his start, his middle, and his finish, man.
I
Brooklyn-
sure didn't think he was coming.
Brooklyn 6 for 23 in the first quarter, 6 for 23 in the second quarter, 1 for 6 from deep in the first quarter, 1 for 8 from deep in the second quarter. Add up all those numbers, you get 60 to 31.
Oh, I had a
Form. Look at that
I
form.
didn't see it.
And got him.
The length.
Yeah, there you go, Shaq.
The grade length.
Wow.
Shaq, good job, brother.
As we head to break, a reminder, Amex card members, listen up. Whenever a player records a triple-double in a playoff game, you can get 32% off at NBAstore.com the following day. Go to NBAstore.com/Amex32 for terms and details. Coming back with more in just a second.
Just practicing. Just practicing.
Welcome to the American Express.
Game 5 against Orlando. Yeah, Toronto's leading 55-39, trying to close out Orlando. About 10 minutes away from the tip in Philadelphia. Nets and Sixers called by Spiro Ditas, Greg Anthony, and Roz Gold on Wood-A, while
Congratulations,
here inside Atlanta
Wade.
Studio J.
Got to congratulate Greg. His son
yeah.
is now a Tar Heel.
Yeah, exactly.
Anthony.
Oh, he's going to North Carolina?
Cole Anthony, yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, it's
Congratulations,
TNT,
Greg and
yes,
Cole.
TNT NBA
And his
tip-off.
mom.
Already,
Auto Trader sponsors it.
already a better player than his dad already.
Oh, we knew that.
I'm Ernie, that's Shaq, that's Kenny, and that is Charles.
Delicious. Charles, you're looking quite delicious
Thank
today,
you,
my
man.
brother.
She put the makeup
Man,
on
you
today. I
looking
knew I was
delicious.
going to make America go crazy today.
Got you.
Delicious.
Got your eyebrows on fleek.
You know, last night at this point, we took you back to 1993 for a Charles game winner, which was exactly 26 years ago yesterday. And tonight, strangely enough, it was the next day in 1993 that Shaq did this.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh!
That could have really hurt you.
Shot clock hit you, didn't it?
Yeah, it kind of hit me in the head. I had to play it off.
Well, is the shot clock all right with your big old head?
Yeah.
Think if that basket would have fallen differently, man.
Ernie, that was a time in my career where that was my second year. So after my first year of watching how real superstars conducted themselves, Charles, Malone, Akeem, Mike, I kind of figured out, I said, okay, I want that. This is my niche. So every time I dunk, I tried to rip it down. And I was home at the crib, about 100 tickets. Grandma, Grandpa was there, so I just tried to represent.
Yeah,
It
you
seemed
did-
like
you
you
did
were,
two that
that, was,
season,
that was powerful, but not as powerful as the other ones. I'm surprised that was the one that did that. Because I've seen you have some more vicious dunks that did not
Yeah,
even
but that was just sheer
Next
power.
night. Because I saw you hit the game winner. I was like, oh, no.
We need to start the vote.
Already?
Already?
Today?
Just to let people know that there's a possibility.
Tony, hey, listen.
Of three
I,
teams.
hey,
I'm going in the water tonight,
I,
America.
hey, I
teams
guarantee
fishing tonight.
we're going to have 2 teams going
Going in the water.
We got the Nets and Sixers on TNT, got the Thunder and Blazers on TNT, Spurs and Nuggets are on NBA TV, and right now Toronto and Orlando are on NBA
You can't
TV.
start the boat.
No, I'm just saying, it's
We got
just to set the stage.
You
Now,
can have the boat ready.
you got Magic, the Nets, and Oklahoma City could all go fishing tonight. Who goes and who stays?
Say those names again. I was just looking at the craftsmanship.
Orlando, Brooklyn, and OKC facing elimination.
I'm going to go with Orlando. Yes. Brooklyn.
Orlando and Brooklyn going home, Shaq.
OKC going to win tonight.
Okay.
I would say the only one that I would say that is a sure bet of going home, I would say would be Orlando.
Orlando, from what we've seen so far.
Orlando, Brooklyn, and
And
OKC.
A trifecta?
Says-
Trifecta, brother.
Guaranteed then.
Guaranteed.
As you can tell, what we like to do on this show quite a bit is predict things. Some of them come true, some do not. The other day, we spent some time at the wall where we have posted predictions all season long, and we weeded through some of them to see the hits and the misses from the
There's
Chuckster.
a lot more hits than misses.
Yeah, there were. But there was something I didn't write down from opening night, which I wish I had written down.
What's that?
But we do have
Yeah.
evidence of it. Roll it.
There's 3 elite teams in the Eastern Conference, but they all got question marks. Like Boston,
Who are the 3?
Boston, Philly, and Toronto.
You don't put Milwaukee in there.
Not with those top 3 teams. Second, the Sixers. It's all about Markelle Fultz, in my opinion. Ben's going to be great. Joel's going to be great. Sarge, Covington. I like Wilson Chandler. But if they don't get play out of Markelle Fultz, they're not going to win.
A swing and
I agree with that.
Wait,
no, that's not a swing and a miss.
There was.
Oh, you don't think
You said Milwaukee's not a top 3 team.
No, that was a miss.
that
That was a
and
miss.
that Markelle Fultz was a key to the
Yeah, I
Sixers
do
winning?
believe
Yeah,
That's why they went out and got Jimmy
That's when
Butler.
they went out and got all those
Tobias,
guys.
because they needed somebody to do.
But you said he was a key.
Yeah, and they figured out he
wasn't there.
couldn't play.
What-
And that's when they went out and got Butler and Tobias.
I agree with
If he
Chuck.
can't play,
That's not a
no,
miss.
if he can't play, he ain't the key.
Yeah.
No, but listen.
No, they figured it out, Shaq. They traded him.
Now,
Chuck, just say you're
you're
wrong.
trying to weasel your way out of that.
You said he
I
was
don't know,
the key.
man. I agree with Chuck.
Ernie.
No,
You said he was the key and he
you
can't
said
play.
he had to play well for the Sixers to play well.
But
too.
he didn't. They went out and got
and they
Butler.
still played well.
Yeah,
No.
He wasn't the key.
He's not.
I agree with you, Chuck. On
Thank
this.
you, Ernie.
Kenny,
Thank
stop
you,
it, Kenny. He's
No,
not the key.
I'll explain what I,
You
why I
can't
agree.
explain.
with
He's
it.
not the key. That's why he got traded.
No,
Stop
listen.
it.
He
Come on,
was
stop it.
basically saying, look, they're going to need a third scorer, and it's Markelle Fultz. He's the key.
and he's not
and
the
if he
guy.
doesn't play well, they're not going to win.
he never
So
said
he
that.
was never playing
That's what I
well.
meant, Ernie.
And so
Okay,
they wasn't
okay,
playing
that's
well.
what you meant.
So then they went out and got the third scorer.
Good job, Counsel Kenny.
I agree with that, Chuck. I do. I do agree. Now, you were wrong with Milwaukee,
I was wrong on Milwaukee.
but I do agree with the other one.
Hey, can I give a shout out before we
yes,
before we,
you can,
Ernest.
before we
You
go
can
to
do what
break?
you want.
Because I got to thank Jay Sterling for the bow. Okay, Jay Sterling for the
kente.
kente cloth bow tie.
Kente?
It's
Yeah.
a kente coat.
Yeah.
It's a shame
Has he
Ernie
seen
knows
it?
what a kente is.
I've worn them. I've worn them
There's a
before.
different Kente I know.
I've worn them
It didn't
before
work
on the
out
air,
good for
and
him.
then he
Yeah,
says,
watch
hey,
it,
I've seen
Ernie.
you with these. I'm going to send them to you too.
Ernie,
Tell
Make
him,
me
Chuck.
nervous, boy. Ernie.
Thank you, Jay Sterling. We appreciate
Way to,
that.
hey, Ernie, way to represent
Chuck.
other than the
Yeah.
month of February. You gotta give someone that, Ernie.
Hey.
Don't hate me
That's
hanging
Real
there.
close, Ernie. You
Hey,
get
you
real
very,
close.
hey, you very close, Ernie.
Coming up.
No, I appreciate you, Ernie.